Hey everyone, so let's be honest, saving money can be a real struggle, right? We all want to do it, but it just feels like this constant battle. Well, what if I told you the answer wasn't about more discipline, but about a super simple psychological trick? Today, we're going to break down a hack that might just change how you save forever.
I mean, seriously, why is it so tough? We know we should be putting money aside, but actually moving it from your checking to your savings, oof, it can feel like a genuine sacrifice. It's so frustrating. And it's probably why so many of us try these complicated budgets and they just they just don't stick.
But here's the thing, what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not a lack of willpower at all? The real secret to saving consistently isn't about forcing yourself. No, it's about finding a clever way to trick your own brain, making the whole process so easy you barely even notice you're doing it. And that, my friends, brings us to the hero of our story today, the $20 rule. Now, this is not some crazy complex financial strategy, not at all. It's a simple, low-resistance rule that's designed to work with our brains, not against them. Okay, so what is it? It honestly couldn't be simpler. Every single time a $20 bill comes into your possession, you save it, you don't spend it. And this isn't about doing it just once. The key here is creating an automatic trigger, a new rule in your life. A 20 comes in, it goes straight to savings. Right? So this isn't just a one-time thing. The goal is to make it a repeatable process, a loop that turns this simple rule into an automatic habit, something that just builds your savings in the background of your life. Let's look at how it actually plays out.
It really is this simple. So, step one, you get a 20. Maybe it's from an ATM, maybe it's change from buying lunch, maybe your aunt gives it to you for your birthday. Step two, and this is crucial, you resist that urge to just shove it in your wallet with the rest of your spending money. Instead, step three, you immediately stash it away. I'm talking a piggy bank, a special envelope, or you deposit it into a separate savings account.
And this is where the magic happens. Think about it. Transferring a few $100s into savings can feel like a big hit, right? It stings a little. But 20 bucks? It's kind of the perfect amount. It's small enough that your brain almost dismisses it as insignificant. You completely avoid that ouch of saving. It feels painless.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just a small habit, but the real-world payoff, it is anything but small. You are going to be shocked at how fast these little green bills add up to some serious cash.
Let's just play this out with a super conservative, totally achievable scenario. Most of us get cash at some point during the week. So what if you only manage to catch and save a single $20 bill each week? Just one. Check this out. In 1 year, that tiny little habit adds up to over $1,000. That's a vacation. That's the start of an emergency fund. That's a huge dent in your debt. All from a habit you barely even had to think about.
And hey, that's just the starting line. What happens if you use cash a bit more often? Or you start making it a little game to get 20s back as change? Let's just imagine you step it up, even just a little bit. Now we're really talking. You could easily hit $2,000, maybe even $3,000 in a year. And you did it without changing your lifestyle, without some complicated spreadsheet, and with almost zero feeling of sacrifice. That is the incredible power of a small, consistent habit. Okay, so we've nailed the how, but the why is just as cool. Let's dive into the 4 key psychological reasons that make this little trick so much more effective than old school budgeting for so many of us. So first, like we said, it's a total psychological trick. 20 bucks just feels insignificant. Second, it uses a powerful technique called habit stacking. You're attaching this new habit of saving to an existing one, which is getting cash. Third, it's just so simple. No spreadsheets, no apps, no stress. And finally, you get this amazing momentum. Literally seeing that stack of cash grow is so motivating, it makes you want to keep going. All right, so if you're loving this idea and you want to put it on steroids, there are a few simple strategies you can use to really amplify your results and make this rule even more powerful. Okay, pro tip number 1. Open a separate high-yield savings account just for this money. That way, it's out of sight, out of mind, and it's actually earning you more money. For that visual kick, you can try using physical cash envelopes. You can also combine this with other micro-saving habits, like those apps that round up your purchases. And finally, tell a friend. A little accountability makes it way more fun and keeps you on track. When you boil it all down, this whole system isn't really about the $20 itself. It's about building a savings muscle.
It's about creating an automatic, low-resistance habit that makes saving feel like a natural, easy part of your financial life. And that kind of leaves us with one last question. Just forget about the process for a second and think about what you get. An extra $1,000? Maybe two? Maybe three? What would that mean for you this year? Paying off that nagging credit card? A weekend trip you've been dreaming of? Or just the peace of mind of having a cushion? That right there is the real power of the $20 rule.